Hi everyone, it's Niamh here and welcome to my art journaling channel. So this is a sneak peek of my Collage FUN-damentals book from Collage Soup in collaboration with the lovely Emily, and these are some of the images from the book. So my inspiration behind this was my love of combining vintage with crazy modern bright colours, and that was sort of the design brief we went with. So we've got these cool anamorphic animals in the background. So we've got this lovely birdie in a Victorian dress, and all I'm going to do is to add some detail to it using some of the different bits and pieces in the pack. So one of the things I really wanted to do was have a big variety of sort of hats and shoes and buttons, crowns, wings, things that you could add on to these vintage images and just make them your own. So I've got these really cool boots and the shoe, again in sort of those rainbowy colours, so they match the outside. You might be thinking, what a waste of a page, there's so much white space around it. Well, that's kind of there for a reason too, because I wanted to have space for people to add their own creativity to it, to do quotes, to draw patterns, to do a bit of entangling around it, just so you've got sort of your focal image in the middle and then you can do whatever you want to in the background. So you can see I've cut out the hat and the shoes. Now I'm going on to the buttons page and just cutting out a whole heap of the buttons or gems, old earrings and so on. And I want to use these as colourful spots on the dress to make it look like a bit of a jelly bean dress. So I've just cut out a whole heap. And obviously you can just see that splash of colour already makes it look a little bit more unusual. So you could use all sorts of things to do this, and you could obviously colour them in yourself. I just really like the fact that they're here, they're all shiny, they look three-dimensional. So I'm going in and gluing everything down. I'm just using a PVA card glue to do this, so even if it sort of smidges out the end, it'll dry clear. I've transferred some of that glue into a fine needled bottle. I find that works a lot more easily for me than if I'd tried to do it myself. So with this, because I wanted to put it on the dress, I've cut some of those shapes in half. I hate wasting things, so if I've cut one half out, I'll put the other half somewhere on my page so that I've sort of got this overlapping effect. You can see just, you know, chucking things on, seeing where they fit. No rhyme or reason to where anything is going. And now I've got a spotty dress, so I think I'm going in and doing something for the, for the sleeves, I think. So in the book itself, the pages are all double-sided, and you know, again, I don't want to cut into it, but the good thing about that is you've got the scraps that you cut out that you can use in different ways, and I'll have more videos up about using those in different ways in the future. The other thing is, for all the pieces that you cut out, like the hats and so on, the background piece is actually a background, so that you don't feel like you're wasting some of your images that you've got. So I'm not wasting a whole rack of you know, shoes by cutting out something in the background behind that I really wanted to use, or I'm not wasting you know, my heights page by cutting out a hat type thing. So that was really carefully thought about when we were putting the book together, so that you get the most bang for your buck as you do it. Now all I'm doing is going around and outlining my shapes. This is something I really like to do with any collage that I do. You can see by putting the black around the outside, a bit hard because it's a printed image as well, so it looks very in your face. But as you print anything out, whether it be professionally printed or even from your own home computer, the blacks aren't true blacks. They're never going to come out sort of true blacks. They're made up of all the other colours. So by adding some black on, it just really sort of helps to define your image and what you're going to do with it. I really like to sort of outline all the bits I've collaged as well, just to make a focal point of them, to make sure that, yeah, these weren't originally here and I'm actually adding something to this page. In this one, I'm adding on a little bit of chrome gold into the background to make it really sparkle as well. Once I finished that, I knew I wanted to do some words around the outside, but I also wanted to make a focus of the border itself. So I'm getting a really chunky black pen and going around the border. And again, you know, it's a bit of a wobbly line. That's okay. Don't let it stop you. So have fun with those things. Once I'd done that, I decided I was going to make a bigger border. You could do this and sort of have the as like, you know, draw a brick wall in the background and have it as a photo in a art gallery or on a wall, or just as a design piece on the page. So I've decided to extend this frame out. When you see the completed bit, you'll see I actually decided to sort of create rays going out from this to fill up the background and to put big words all around it. So you can see how I finished off the frame there and then added my text around the outside. Plus I added some neon because it's time to party, and you can't party if you don't have neon. So I hope that gives you a bit of an inspiration on how to use the book, how to use the images and what you can come up with. So much fun, and there's no right or wrong way. And that's what I want to encourage people. Just have a go and have fun. It's called a workbook for a reason. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye for now.